as he strikes the strings. Like a hawk with wings, he flips and swings. Through the screen, his passion flows.
Hi, everybody.
Every chord he plays, the magic grows. Feel the rhythm as he strikes the strings. Like a hawk with wings, he flips and swings. Through the screen, his passion flows. Every chord he plays, the magic grows. Strum the line away with Jon so free. Let the music sweep across the sea. Living loud like TikTok stream. Living out a rock and roll dream. In the chat, the fans, they clap and cheer. His talent echoing far and near. Notes of wonder fill the space, bringing smiles to every face. With every melody he brings the light, turning darkness into bright. On the stage and screens he stands tall. Jon the Wizard answers the call. Strum the night away with Jon so free. Let the music sweep
What's up?
across the sea. Living loud like TikTok stream. Living out a rock and roll dream.
Intro. Hi, Ryan.
The fans, they clap and cheer. His talent echoing far and near. Notes of wonder fill the space, bringing smiles to every face. With every melody he brings the light, turning darkness into bright. On the stage of screens he stands tall. Jon the Wizard answers the call. Strum the night away with Jon so free. Let the music sweep across the sea. Living loud on TikTok stream. Living out a rock and roll dream. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Living on a rock and roll dream.
What's up? A little late start tonight. I ain't got all my lights on. Let me turn my other lights on. So, hope everybody's doing well. Do the guitar emoji. You do the guitar emoji. I'm trying to get my lights on here. Why's that light not coming on? So I'm only going to be on for about an hour tonight. I've got an super early morning. Did I unplug that light? Oh well, we'll just go with the one. One's enough anyway. So yeah, I'm just going to get right into it and play some music. So just because it's going to be a short night. So anyway, let me oh, I forgot to put my ears on. Gotta have the ears. Had to tear my studio apart to go perform this weekend, and we're partially apart, so I always forget to hook up something when I come back on. Kitten! Meow! Hi! What kind of kitten are you? Are we talking like small cat or big cat? How's everybody's Monday? Oh, there. I can hear myself. Let's see. What are we going to start with? Like I said, I'm only going to be on for roughly an hour tonight. So maybe we'll do some or modern music. All right, we'll stop that music. Hi, everybody, again. Once again. Meow, meow, meow. Can you put a song? Oh, I'm not following you there, kitten. You're gonna have to work on it. Yes, this is a Steve Morse model. I've been playing this guitar for now 26 years. It is my number one guitar. I got to play a D chord on the original. Saw Steve Morse when I was like 14 do a guitar clinic, and he took a moment to spend some time and show me some little technique stuff. So some of the little chime stuff. And I remember playing that guitar that night and going, "This is the easiest playing guitar I've ever played." And it was awesome. It was awesome. It changed my whole musical outlook. Meow, bye. Okay, kitten. I'm sorry. Have a good night. Stay out of the litter box. All right, so let's do something. How about this one? Change the click over. I did. All right.
Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all. It started out with a kiss. How did it end up like this? It was only a kiss. It was only a kiss. Now we're falling asleep and she's calling a cab while he's having a smoke and she's taking a drag. Now they're going to bed and my stomach is sick and it's all in my head, but she's touching his chest now. He takes off her dress now. Let me go. And I just can't look. It's killing me and taking control. Jealousy turning saints into the sea, turning bruising lullabies, choking on your alibi. But it's just the price I pay. Destiny is calling me. Open up my eagle eyes, 'cause I miss the bright side. I'm coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all. It started out with a kiss. How did it end up like this? It was only a kiss. It was only a kiss. Now I'm falling asleep and she's calling a cab while he's having a smoke and she's taking a drag. Now they're going to bed and my stomach is sick and it's all in my head, but she's touching his chest now. He takes off her dress now. Let me go. And I just can't look. It's killing me and taking control.
Hey, Kang, thanks for the gifts.
Jealousy turning saints into the sea, turning bruising lullabies, choking on your alibi. But it's just the price I pay. Destiny is calling me. Open up my eagle eyes, 'cause I miss the bright side.
outside. Ooh. So, see, Fred Burns said you saw Steve Morris in the clinic in the 90s. Yeah, I saw him circa, I want to say 86, maybe 87. He was still with Kansas. I think he was finishing up his time with Kansas. But super cool guy, super nice guy. You know, taking time with, you know, little snot-nosed teenager me to give me advice on playing. And funny story, years later, he came back through to that same store, and I was no longer the student. I was the guitar teacher. Hey, Rate the Rock. Yeah, I'm only going to be on here for about an hour tonight, so I just literally started. Is there something you'd like to hear? But he changed. He was like, you know, as one friend of mine says, it was my musical Big Bang. So, and it was. He changed my whole outlook on guitar. All right. So, let's see. How about, let's try this one. That was not the song I wanted. Oops. Yeah, that one's got a bad part in the track I've got to fix. What was the one I was doing? Oh, I picked, oh, I know what I did wrong. All right, hang on. I have to pick this one off of the interwebs. Sorry. We're still going to do a ZZ Top song, just not that one. Oh, yeah, I know what I did. I know what I did last summer. There we go. Okay, there we go. I think this is it. Yeah. All right. Here we go.
The Tempur-Pedic breeze.
Oh, there's an ad.
Feel cool.
No
So
ads.
no more
Mute. This is. I'm getting this off of the tube
fine
review.
cool.
All right. There we go. backing track doesn't have a real
Men over
guitar
60 should
on it. But anyway, so yeah, that's fun. That's a new one. I've got to put that on the list. I don't think it's up there yet on my streamer list. Okay, so somebody asked, where was that at? Somebody asked for some Pink Floyd. Did I see that? Great sound. Oh, it's over on. It didn't come through on the. Oh, there's the wizard. Little wizard icons. And you can get one of those on my merch store. Look at that. Distressed ball cap with the little wizard thing on it. Cheap thing. Okay, so are you Chevelle 5150? Are you saying you're from Boston or you want to hear some Boston? I don't have Panama, but I do have a couple of other Van Halens. Okay, so we got Pink Floyd. So let me see. Let me cue up the Pink Floyd. Our choices on Pink Floyd are Shine On You Crazy Diamond or Time. Which one would you prefer? I'll leave it up to the thing. And then I've got you a Boston song, and I've got a Van Halen song. So, which one do we want? I think there's one Van Halen song that's not on there. So we'll do the new Van Halen song. Okay, so for Pink Floyd, the choices are Shine On You Crazy Diamond or Time. Let's do that one first because that was the first one that was requested. Pink Floyd. And then Boston, I only got one Boston song, so we'll do that one. And then Van Halen, I've got two off Van Halen 1. No, wait a minute now. I don't think that was you that asked for. It was somebody on TikTok. Where was that at? Yeah, Gregor asked for Pink Floyd. So, and then Dennis asked for Panama, and I said we had other Van Halens. And Chevelle 5150 asked for Boston. Hello, Montreal. As Freddie Mercury once said, "You're now going to sing." So, all right. So I'm just gonna start. All right, here we go. We'll just start with "Shine On You, Crazy Diamond." How about that? And then we'll go from there. Oh, I don't have any Coldplay. I need to do some, though. Ooh. Thanks, Hog. I've been missing my Natured Valley bar.
sealed visions. Come on, you painter, you piper, you bracer, and shine.
Ooh. That was fun. Oh, where do we go? Where do we go from here, y'all? Oh, Rate the Rock. I see one he put up there. And he's gone. I don't think he's around. Matter of fact, I don't think we have too many of anybody. Let me see. Let's see if I can get to that one real quick. Yeah, there we go. We can do this one. If I can remember all the parts to it. I know it's like a bit like that. Something like that. Let me look here. Yeah, okay. This is I got a cheat sheet. So let's try it. Let's see what happens. Oh, no, that's not the right one. Is that the right one? Let me look. I'll have to use the other one. All right. We're going to make do. We're going to try it. So, here we go. 3, 4. Thanks for the follow.
Well, she was an American girl, raised on promises.
Oh, switch.
She couldn't help thinking that there was a little more to life, someone
if I've got it.
An American girl.
I don't have that one, sorry. So I do take requests, but it's off stuff off my list, and I've got about 160 some odd songs on it. So if you're over on the Purple site, you should be able to see a link right here. And click, go to that page and scroll down, or you can look on my profile if you're on a computer. You can look at my profile, and there's a link direct there. If not, go to that page and just scroll down. You'll see a place that says request songs. Everybody else, it's the same thing, unless you're on TikTok. TikTok, just go to my profile, click the one link there. Do you do Tom Sawyer? Also, how can I see this? Well, on TikTok, go to my profile page, click the link, and it's like the second option. That'll take you over to the list. We just played that one, American Girl. Noodled through it because I haven't played that one forever. But I do have Tom Sawyer. I'll play that one for you now. How's that? Pinky, how are you now? Here we go.
A modern day warrior, mean stride. Today's Tom Sawyer, mean ride. Though his mind is not for rent, don't put him down as arrogant. His reserve, quiet defense, writing out the day's events. And what you say about his company is what you say about society. Catch the myth, catch the myth, catch the mystery, catch the drift. The world is love and life are deep. Maybe as his eyes are wide.
Shallow the Wonder Dog.
Today's
back there.
Tom Sawyer, he gets high on you. When the space he invades, he gets by on you. makes it the warrior. Today's Tom Sawyer. He gets higher on you when the energy you trade. It gets right on to the friction of the.
Yay, and I think Canadian TikTok is not the same. I'm great as you. Yeah, okay. If you go to my profile page on TikTok, there's a link there. It's a shoreby.lick link. And you click. It's the only link on my profile, and you click it, and it opens up like a bunch of options, and it's like the second option. Tom says, "Hey John, I'm doing the coolest thing today. What's that?" I'm on my way. I'm thinking, can you play some Jack Johnson? I need to play some Jack Johnson, but I don't have any Jack Johnson in my list. Sorry. Yeah, somebody. I mean, when you start doing this, you start live streaming, you start putting songs. In Wales, there are mountains that fighter jets, American and British fly between. Yeah, they did that in my where I was growing up. When I was a kid, they used to fly because I live in a kind of a mountainous area in Tennessee, and where I grew up, they would fly in between the mountains. And then I went to Death Valley, and while I was out in Death Valley in California, they were doing that. Oh my gosh, Marillion! I love Marillion. My favorite Marillion song, golly, what would that be? I like, is it Warm Wet Circle? I'm thinking is the name of it. So I'm Facebook friends with their bass player. Pete is a tremendous fellow. Yes, I like the Fish stuff. Fish era. Let's see. What's the one? I can't think. I really would love to do some Marillion, but I can't get the tracks for it. Is that Shandy? Shandy Rocks? Am I saying that right? Yeah, I dig Marillion. Also, I like some of Pete's other bands. I like he's in Transatlantic, and I'm acquaintances with Neil Morris. I wouldn't say we're buds, but we know each other well enough that he knows my name and I know his. And we talk family stuff and not just music stuff. So, David must I approve. So. But I do love prog rock. I'm on a prog rock album. Are you over in the UK by any chance, Shandy? So if you know British prog, then I'm sure you're familiar with Arena and Pendragon, Clive Nolan. I'm on an album with him. It's Michelle Young's Marked for Madness, her second album. I'm on there with Clive and Pete Banks, the original guitar player from Yes. And so some pretty cool things. We got F-15s, Ospreys, C-130s, all sorts from the Yanks. That's awesome. Yeah. Nothing like seeing some good old-fashioned firepower flying in the air. I have a funny story. So the album was Genesis? Yeah. I like Genesis too. So, yeah, I don't have any, it's like, oh man, now you got me. I'm going to pull that album I got out. I've got like a greatest hits Marillion album. And I'll probably be ended up listening to that now that you brought that out. So. Should be able to hear it. He knows you know. Oh, okay, cool. Well, I have not got to check out any of their latest stuff. I need to. I'm a bad prog friend to Pete, so of course he's not checked out any of my stuff. So I guess we're even. Pinky. All right, let's see. Do I have anything kind of proggy? I mean, we just played Rush, and I played Pink Floyd before that. So, how about you found the list? Oh, did you pick a song? You did. Okay, well, we're going to play this song. Okay, so if you're out there watching and you want to be a part of the show, a couple of ways. Obviously, it's the chat. But if I'm playing, throw emojis up in the chat, because what happens is when you throw emojis in the chat, they do this really cool thing. Here, I'll put some up that do this. Bink. So it looks really cool while I'm playing. And then the other way is you can request songs. And so if you're on TikTok, just go to my profile. There's one link. Click that link, and it's like the second option. It says request songs. That'll take you to the list. Everybody else, you should see a link right here, or check the description of the live stream. And you go to that link there and just scroll down. You'll see a place that says to request songs. All right, so I've got a tune down here. All right. Let's see what we can do with this song. And then when songs get picked, they appear in the box at the very top. It only shows 4 songs, and I've had as many as 25 up there. I won't be doing 25 songs tonight. As a matter of fact, I'm going to only be doing probably about another 30 minutes, because I have an incredibly early morning. Well, okay, so there's Pinball Wizard, and then there's Black Sabbath, the Wizard. People go, I can't believe you don't do that song. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. You know what? My favorite Who song is the one that it's... So there's a cover of that on my TikTok page, by the way. All right, here we go. We're going to play a song. If I can find it. I know it's up here. It's in the list. It's up here. Has to be up here. All right. One of these days, I'm going to get this list organized. That would be kind of be the smart thing to do. There it is. All right. top of memory. Oh, thank you. I was trying to do that off memory. And my memory's not so good when you're 879.3. Thank you for the roses. Yes, my friend Pinky gave me these roses. They were wonderful. Brandon Salazar 6882 says Dave Mustard Stain is crazy. Okay. Yeah, he was in the chat earlier. So, and check, we have a clear cue. Why is my watch blowing up? Oh, somebody's trying to hack my Microsoft account. Naughty, naughty. You must not do that. Denied. Okay, so all right, let's see. Getting back to my other list. Oh, I'm still in the wrong list. Ooh, here's a good, very British band, but we adopted him here in the States because we love him. See if you can spot this one. Oh yeah. Yes. Little Motorhead. That's one of those guilty pleasure songs I have. You know, don't get to play that out because, unfortunately, my area people wouldn't get, a few people would get it. I know there's a lady here in town that was quite close with Lemmy. She's a Facebook friend. She was constantly going out to see Lemmy. Oh, mine is Eat the Rich. That's one of my favorite ones. But of course, Ace of Spades is who, you know, that's how I got introduced to Motorhead. It was on the Young Ones when MTV used to show the Young Ones late at night. I think it was on Sunday night. And they would show Monty Python, and then they would show the Young Ones. And Lemmy was on an episode of the Young Ones, and he played Ace of Spades. And I was like, holy crap, this is awesome. And then, of course, Headbangers Ball introduced me to some of the other songs. So, you know, it is what it is. I heard Motorhead, No Sleep at All. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Uh-huh. What was it? Orgasmatron was another one. Oh, yeah. Filthy Phil Taylor. It always cracked me up that was his name because I'm related to the Taylor family. So we're probably, and he kind of looks like a cousin of mine, so that would be cool to find out that I was related to Filthy Phil. Oh yeah. Let's see. What am I gonna do? Because I'm only going to be on here for another song or two because I've got early morning. Oh yeah, I've traced my mom was a Taylor, and I've traced her family all the way back to 1012. So yeah, our family has a rich history. There's 5 U.S. presidents in our family line. There's a signer of the Declaration of Independence. The founder of the University of Bristol in England. One of the first casualties of the Battle of Hastings in 1066. So it was a relative. So, just crazy. And then my dad's side, I found all kinds of stuff there too, you know. So, like the first provincial governor of Newfoundland was a family member. So, now here's a crazy thing. So I was at the Monticello, which is the home of Thomas Jefferson, and Jefferson is buried behind the Monticello there's this just ginormous tree there. And there's all these graves. And so when they take you back there and they're talking to you about it, it's like, well, who's all these other people? And he said, well, the tour guide told us that Thomas Jefferson and a childhood friend made a pact to be buried under that tree, their families. And so they said if you're related to Jefferson or if you're related to this other family, you can be buried. No crap. I looked over there, and the names were Colston and Taylor, and I am both of those. I looked at my wife, and I said, guess who's going to be buried at the Monticello? And she goes, not you. My wife doesn't put up with anything. So, but I thought that was cool. You know, wasn't related to Jefferson, but was a childhood friend. And I was related to the president that lived right there close to him, which was James Madison. So, anyway. Enough of the family history. It bores people. But, anywho. Let's see here. How about, I'm kind of in a Badfinger mood. So, hey, Jamie. So, we'll play this one, and that'll probably be it for the stream tonight. like I said, I got a late start, but I have an incredibly early morning tomorrow. So I'm going to do this Badfinger song because I really like it. So here we go.
No matter what you are, I will always be with you. Doesn't matter what you do, girl, with you. No matter what you do, I will always be around. Won't you tell me what you found, girl? Girl, won't you knock down the old gray wall? Be a part of it all. Nothing to say, nothing to see, nothing to do. If you would give me all, 'cause I would give it to you. Nothing would be, nothing would be, nothing would be. No matter where you go, there will always be a place. Can't you see it in my face, girl? Girl, won't you? Knock down the old gray wall. Be a part of it all. Nothing to say, nothing to see, nothing to do. If you would give me all, 'cause I would give it to you. Nothing would be, nothing would be, nothing would be. No matter what you are, I will always be with you. Doesn't matter what you do, girl. Girl, with you. Girl, you, girl, won't you? Girl, you, girl, won't you?
Woo! That was fun, wasn't it, boys and girls? So, if you're out there watching on the interwebs, on whatever platform, we're on 9 different platforms, please take a moment to like or subscribe or follow whatever it is on your platform. Helps me grow the channel as I finish my Pepsi. Not sponsored. And I shouldn't be drinking this before bed. So now I'll go to the water. All right, let's do one more. I'm in a one more mood. Let's see. Nope. Ooh. How about this one? This is I'm a glutton for punishment. I used to play this with a band called White Noise. I think they still do it. I'm not sure. So, here we go. Ooh, that's loud. How'd that go? Hey, little Monday. Yeah, I like that song. So, it's telling me to go to bed. Oh, poopy sticks. How about an original? Have to tune down half step for this. So I'm gonna play my original because I haven't played it in a while and I need to play it. Keep playing it. Although I have written a new verse for it, so I've got to re-record a bunch of it just when I thought it was finished. So anyway, but this is an original I wrote. So here we go. got to get it re-recorded because I added a verse. You know, constantly working on your material. But anyway, that is going to do it for tonight, folks. I can't stay on as late as I normally do. So I'm going to start unplugging. Due to the fact that I have an incredibly early morning. So we'll be back tomorrow night. Blue Sky is the name of that song. Yeah, thanks for giving me the power fingers. Yeah, so it's a hopeful song, but yet it's kind of got a metal feel to it, you know, old school metal. Thanks, I appreciate that. Well, be sure you're following me, man, because I've got a bunch more that's coming down the pike. Yes, it is. Yeah. It was stemmed, the whole purpose of that song was from a conversation I had with somebody. And they were talking about this last holiday season. And a lot of people get kind of in the dumps when it comes to the holidays here in the States. And, you know, there's a lot of stress that gets put on people. And anyway, they said, you know, this year I'm actually looking forward to the holidays. And I was like, oh, great. And I said, you can see your blue sky on the horizon. And then my eyes got real big. I was like, that's a song. And I come out here to the studio and started working on a riff, started working on lyrics, and that version you heard, I always felt like it needed one more verse, but it just didn't come. So I kept tweaking with it, and I think I've got a verse that I'm looking forward to. So anyway, I've got and some of that stuff is I've got a drummer who, those are programmed drums. I've got a drummer who's been out on injured reserve, and so hopefully I can get him to lay the real drums on it. So it's not available. It's not available yet because I'm fixing to re-record it. So. I've got that one. I've got one called "The King of Utopia" that I'm just waiting on drum tracks on it. Yeah, I think you'd like "King of Utopia" because it tells a story about I have a whole album's worth of music that's written. It's not all recorded. That is based on a fictional world called Utopia, and the album name will be Tales from Utopia, and it's the story of a guitar wizard going through this mythical land. I know it's so petty for me to write a story about a guitar wizard, but I've actually got the follow-up album. I've got an idea for the follow-up album, which would be in a different time period, and it's more of a detective story. So. Kind of a noir thing, but it's kind of rock. It's very rock and proggy and stuff. And then I've got a couple of pseudo like country rock songs. I've got one that is just a gut wrencher that tells my story from 2019 where I went through a really dark period. So that one's got to get recorded. I've got to find. I'm not a vocalist, so. I sing some backup, but I've got to find I know what I want it to sound like, so I've got to find my vocalist, my male vocalist. I have a female vocalist for some stuff I wrote specifically for a female. I've got a tune called Paper Shears that tells the story of a succubus. But it's that, think Evanescence with that one. Is kind of the idea. There's piano and keyboards, and but there's a metal feel to it. And then Blue Sky I'm just gonna release it. It's just it's not part of the album. It's its own separate thing. And I've got a Christmas tune that's and it's not your traditional, you know. It's a guitar wizard fighting trolls. At the North Pole. That's as Christmassy as it gets. So So if you like fantasy stuff, and wizards and spells, I've got a song about a baby dragon. That's pretty cool. I have a song called "Fall of the Narcissist." That's I've let some people hear the riffage to it and just kind of talk through some of the lyrics with them, and they're digging that. So yeah, but the thing is it's almost like I'm going to have to do the Alan Parsons thing. If you're familiar with Alan Parsons, he would write these great songs, but he hired in all these fantastic singers to come in and sing it, and I almost feel like it's sort of like me doing an Alan Parsons / Trans-Siberian Orchestra. I'm gonna go find some Broadway singers. Yeah, that's kind of what I've been told, that there's kind of a rainbow feel. I've been told there's kind of a Malmsteen feel with that main riff, but yet it's kind of a hopeful song. It's not your stereotypical, that 80s metal where they're talking, fast cars, fast women, fast drugs, fast rock and roll, that kind of thing. It's hopeful. You can see your blue sky on the horizon. So it's my Fall of the Narcissist. Yeah, that's another little true story. But so I mean I've got and the way that the album is planned, the overall it's a concept album, so it tells a story. But the story is broken up into 2 to 3 song segments. One section toward the end tells the story of the wizard walking into a town to find out that a little girl has been taken. And you got to think Dark Ages, so it's like a village, and he comes walking in, and everybody's whispering, and they're upset, and he starts asking questions, and so this people would go up missing, and now all of a sudden this little girl's missing, so he vows to go find her. And the first song ends with him finding her. He thinks he's rescued her, but actually she's already been turned or partially turned into a vampire. The second song is him finding a workaround to reverse her being turned, but it has to do with a Crimson Dawn. So that's the little nuggets that I give out. But so I've thought about putting this together. The way I'm going to do it is between songs on the album, there's a narration, and the narration reads, tells a little brief, like 1-2 minute thing, and then it goes into the song. Now, if I just release the songs, I'll just release the songs. I won't release the narration with it. But on the album, there'll be a narration. And I've thought about putting a small, novelette book with it. So, I don't know. We'll see. But, yeah, so that's kind of my thing. It's just the problem is I start working on it, and then I go and have to go start learning material for a performance with some band or an artist, and then I have to put it on the back burner. So that happened last year. I went on a little micro tour with a country artist, and then I joined another rock band. So it was just, trying to stay busy. So I've got a friend of mine. He's probably produced 45. He produces more albums in a year than most bands put in their career. And he just looks at me and he's just like, we were talking one time, and I was like, I get it now when you start talking about working on a new album. It is gut-wrenching. I just shut it off, so you'll have to catch me another time because I've got to get to bed. I've got an early morning, so just follow me, and I'll play it again. But like I said, you're only getting it's 2 verses. There's a third verse coming, so third verse and chorus. The choruses are all the same, but yeah. So, but anyway, with that being said, and I went way longer than I wanted to tonight, but I've got a 2-hour drive to work tomorrow, and a 2-hour drive back. Oh, okay. Well, good. Good. So let's see here. All right. Time for the Wizard's blessing. Thank you. All right. So as we wind down tonight, thank you for being a very cool group of people who's been following you, calling out Pinky. Thank you for the gifts. And the person I was just talking to, I can't read the Arabic script, so I don't know what to call you. But thanks for coming in. Thanks for the gifts. Mike, come in. Right the Rock. Kang. Kang? Yeah, Kang come in tonight. Thank you for the gifts. Thank Little Monday come in over on the green platform. Shandy Rocks over on the purple platform. Thank you for the follow. Means pirate. All right. All right. Thanks. Now I know. So with that being said, may the wind be in your hair, the sun be at your back. May your days be filled with music. And if your day is starting, may you crush this day. If your day is ending, may you sleep well and have peaceful dreams. I pray that each and every one of you will have all your dreams come true with one caveat, and that is that you do no harm to anyone. So peace, love, and joy to all of y'all. And I will see you here tomorrow night. All right. Good night, everybody. Be kind to one another.